Hi, good morning, friends. I am sitting here in my office and I've been up since 4. I know I look a crazy mess. I'll tell you what I did. I did my roots and then I let my hair air dry and I super look like a nut. I'm not going to look like this all day. I've got to go up to the hospital and I've got a couple of visits. I just want to check in with you guys this week before I leave town tomorrow to go help my parents move. And I'm starting the morning with my coffee. So let's do a little recap of the week. I got really sick for about, I think it was like 3 days total. I'm not sure that it was a virus, but it was like a GI thing. And it laid me out for Sunday and Monday. I actually took Monday off. I took a sick day. And that was actually really good. I got to kind of hang out with myself while I was hanging out in the bathroom. TMI. So, but it was really good to do some like journaling and some organizing of some of my, old fitness stuff. I like to reorganize things that I'm using. I always like to journal what I'm eating along with using apps. You guys know that about me. And I put together some of my binders. And then I went through a lot of my cookbooks. I found some of my really old Weight Watchers cookbooks back when we were Weight Watchers and not WW. And went through a lot of the recipes that are lower in carb and started looking at how to approach this. Because when I was doing, last week I did Dr. Westman's plan, and I feel like I was really missing vegetables because he limits your vegetables, and that's not really sustainable for me. Also, my weight went back up while I was sick to 260.1 as of Tuesday. And that was utilizing page 4 and doing all the things and also being sick. So we did a little reevaluation. I do have a doctor's appointment coming up, just FYI, to get kind of checked out and make sure that my thyroid is doing okay, and get some more. I go in anyway for blood work periodically just to check on my liver, and I'm not on any medications, and I'm relatively healthy besides being obese. So anyway, I joined TOPS in 2020. I have like an online membership where I get their magazine and I get like invites to their online meetings and things. And I haven't really taken that seriously. Of course, I haven't wanted to go to an in-person meeting because of COVID and all that situation. But the meetings open back up here in this area now that the vaccine is available to everyone that's 16 and up. And there is a meeting 7 minutes from me. 7 minutes. So if you don't know what TOPS is Take Off Pounds Sensibly. It is a support group, and you utilize any kind of healthy eating that you want, but you go and you get support from real life people, which is something that I need. I have, of course, the support here, but this is not like an ongoing meeting type situation. Plus, you guys know that I love weighing in and having that accountability. It helps. When I go for long periods of time without weighing in, I gain weight. That's just my reality. So, good morning, you guys. Lori, oh my gosh, Lori joined TOPS last week because her WW closed permanently. In our area, we no longer have in-person WW meetings. Plus, I'm not doing WW anymore for various reasons that we've talked about in the past, and I'm just not financially going to go that route anymore. So I still have the Lose It app. I've been doing calorie counting and macros, but I also have my iTrack Bites app on my phone. I have the free version, and I have Conquer Cravings still on there. So I've been kind of messing around with that as well. And looking at how I can incorporate a lower carb approach, not under 20 total, because that eliminates a lot of vegetables for me. And on Dr. Westman's plan, you get 2 cups of leafy greens and 1 cup of non-starchy vegetables per day. So I found myself really not even eating vegetables and just eating like the meat and the allowed portions of dairy. And then I got either this was a stomach virus or food poisoning. I'm not really sure. I did not have a fever, but I just was not feeling well. And so I have to do kind of what feels good. I know that a lower carb approach works for me because I have less cravings and I feel more satisfied. And I love protein and veggies. But we're still working on what the calories look like. And Dr. Westman even talks about calories count. Everyone talks about calories count. Everyone talks about that. No matter which plan you go towards, the calories matter. I know on iTrack Bites, if you pick one of their point or bite plans, which are based on the Weight Watcher plans, all the old ones, you can do a secondary metric of calories or macros. And I think I gravitate towards that just because it's fun. I think the old points are fun. It also pushes you towards eating a certain way. And for me, I think high protein, high fiber is the way that I like to eat in general. And I think the plan that I like, the Conquer Cravings, can push you towards that so that you're getting your 5 healthy habits every day. They have you track that. So you're getting your healthy oils, your healthy fats, your high fiber, your protein, all that. So in terms of tops, it is similarly structured to the way the old WW meetings are. You go in, you weigh privately, but they have more of like a club type feel. So the members participate. I used to be a tops like leader, where back when I lost 70 pounds, I used to go and they would give us a topic and we would just prepare something fun to go along with it, usually an activity. We had drawings, we had prizes. We went out to dinner. I mean, I know a lot of things we can't do right now. We had tops conventions. We had trips. This was all when I lived in Georgia, the Georgia area, right outside of Atlanta. And I made some really good friends. And it just felt more like I was in it. I was in it with others in a way that was not just about, hey, we're trying to lose a pound, but hey, this is a lifestyle and we can support each other. People were very diverse from all different backgrounds and ages and different sizes. So I even went to like a convention at a hotel somewhere. I mean, I was very, very involved. And then we moved. And we've moved a lot. And I think when I move, because I have moved over 40 times in my life, it triggers something in me and it takes me a while to like settle down and try to figure out what I'm going to do. So I don't know. I had a good couple of days of just like thinking, and I'm about to go to Florida and see my parents. And they're super duper supportive of me. And I'm just going to have some time to help them get settled. But then also I'm going to take my walking shoes and go do some walks in their new neighborhood and go swimming and really kind of solidify. I'm listening to Atomic Habits on my Kindle. On Audible. And I'm also reading some things for fun. And I look completely nuts. If you're new to my channel, this is old school Amy to look completely nuts. I just do. I'm in my jammies still too. So I just wanted to share with you guys kind of where I'm at and still just kind of looking at things like what is going on? What is going on with me? So thanks everybody for being so supportive. So Tuesdays is tops in this area. So what I need to do is talk to my supervisor so that I can rearrange my schedule, because I can flex my schedule. I'm salaried, so I can see people in the evenings on Tuesday and then go to that meeting. So at 9 o'clock, you weigh in. It's from 9 to 11. So you weigh in anywhere from 9 to like 9:45, and then everyone gets settled and has the supportive part of that. I think maybe I'm just like extroverted and need it that way. I don't know. But I think it would be really fun. This church where they meet, Tops is not like a religious anything, but they use church buildings usually. And so this church where they meet, they also have a knitting group, which you guys know I'm like totally into the crochet, knitting, sewing, embroidery. That's like totally my thing. So I'm going to ask and see if anyone's doing that right now over there. I would love to go and socially distance with a mask, knit. Why not? Okay, guys, let's see. You're over here talking to me. Rosemary says, how are you feeling? Rosemary, I'm feeling better. I've been eating a lot of vegetables. I took a couple days of just eating very, very bland foods. And then last night I had one of my giant salads that I love. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been craving all the veggies. And so I'm feeling better. I'm still a little weird, but I'm wondering if it's something that I ate. I don't even know. Good morning, Mary Ann. Hi, Barb. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Susan. Hi, Sherry. Cindy's in here. Lori's in here. Hi, Relentless Pursuit of Shade. She says, Amy, are you doing the full blood work panel? Yes, I am. Okay, you just did yours. She told me the same. Healthy on everything, but lose weight. I know. That's what I hear constantly. My PCP has said, this will catch up with you. I mean, that's what she said. She said, you're doing great now. I'm active. I really take care of myself. I try to take my millions of vitamins that you guys didn't like seeing the other day, which I forget to take half the time. This morning, I took my multivitamin and my Estroven, and I completely forgot to take everything else. But yeah, that's what she said. She's like, it will catch up with you. And she's like, you need to do it now while you're young. And, all the things that we've heard. And I will give myself some credit and say, I've really been working on this. So we're going to get it checked out. I also have to go for my well woman exam. So we're going to talk a little bit about hormones when I go to that. So hi, Joe. Hi, Jill. Good to see you guys. Cindy says, I missed veggies. So Cindy, you must have tried to do the low carb as well. Fern says, I think you'll feel better on Conquer Cravings. Sounds like a really good healthy plan for you along with Tops. And Fern, I think here's my concern with Conquer Cravings. I have to be very careful because that plan does focus a lot on fiber. So you can eat a lot of high fiber, real carby stuff, and it is low bites, not points, but bites over on iTrack Bites. And that I don't do well with that at this point in my life. When I lost my 70 pounds, that's the plan I was doing, was the old Weight Watchers. It was turnaround, momentum, flex. I started with 1, 2, 3 success. But I also was younger. I was a lot younger. That was in my 20s and 30s. I had 2 little kids. I was very active at that point. I would go and do the gym almost every day because my YMCA had childcare. This is back in the day when you could do that. I don't know, does anyone do that anymore? I don't know. But I knew everybody at the YMCA in the town that I lived in. And my kids would go and spend an hour with their friends in like the ball pit, which I don't think we have ball pits anymore, and just have a blast. I would get my hour of me, mommy time, listen to music, read, or whatever I could do on the elliptical, and, read magazines. You can't really read a book that well, but that's how I lost my weight. And, I'm older. I'm older now. I wish I had kept it off, but I didn't. And part of that was I was diagnosed with an anxiety disorder, and I really ate myself through coping with that. And I've never really been able to get that weight off again. I ate a lot of Cheez-Its, so Effexor and Cheez-Its for a year. And then I felt great. Oh, and I went to counseling and did CBT and all that. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and was able to get off medication. But the damage was done in terms of I had gained a significant portion of that weight back. Now, I never went back up to 300 pounds, which I managed to stop myself, but I'm just kind of in this weird zone now. You guys know, you've been around. If you've been here, I've been doing this for almost 3 years. There's no excuses. There's just, what are we going to do? So the other option too, when I go back, I work with a lot of registered dietitians, and I've been food journaling for 6 months. I have 6 months of food journals that I can take in and have someone just look over them and maybe see. I've tried so many different approaches. I'm like, what else could I do? So we'll do that. But I wanted to come on here and let you all know what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm still bouncing. This is a 5-pound range that just has me bouncing around. And it's frustrating. The one thing I haven't done is I have not increased my activity because I'm trying to focus on abs are made in the kitchen, you guys. That's what the weightlifters, the weight people say. Abs. But anyway, just focusing on my diet and trying to tweak that and be healthy. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will let you guys know. The Bumblebee Farmhouse. Hi, friend. She says, is Weight Watchers an online, is WW, I'm sorry, an online only company now? They still have meetings. I know our meetings are Zoom meetings now in this area. They no longer have in person, but they have the app, and then you can do the Zoom meeting. I have a feeling they're headed that direction. So I don't want to be like a doom and gloomer, but to me, it's more cost effective to not have a storefront, to not have to pay for that facility, not have to pay leaders. They could just put out a video every week or something from one person. They could have Oprah every week do a chit chat. I know I do have friends out there that are still able to go to meetings. And what is all over my hands? I guess it's ink. I have ink everywhere because I've been charting. Yay. So I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. I don't work for Weight Watchers. Never will. And, they're going to have to figure out what to do. There's a lot of this app only stuff, and I actually like in person. I really like that. So good question. Let's see if there's any other questions. There's some people saying they've joined TOPS. Marianne says she likes phase 3 of Dr. Westman. Yeah, I'm going to look into that, Marianne, for sure. A lot of people saying that phase 1 was a little bit too difficult for them. So I think maybe if I was actually seeing Dr. Westman and had his constant support in phase 1, and then also if I got sick, was able to call him and see, is it what I'm eating or is it something else? But I just am not in that place. I don't live in Florida. Jill says they're opening up the WW studios in her area. There's limited spots and you have to reserve. That's what happened here, Jill. And then they closed because it wasn't cost effective. Remember that WW studios are franchised. Okay. So you have the WW umbrella. They're like Chick-fil-A's or Wendy's or whatever. And then you franchise it out. That's why when they change the plans, some studios you can go, and if you're an online member, they'll give you the printed materials. They'll give those to you for free. And some studios have a policy that no, they don't do that if you're online only. We ran into that back when they were doing all these changes to the 3 different plans and stuff. I had to do a little investigative work for you guys, and we found out that there's franchises, and the franchises are run different ways. So I've been in both. I've been in the studios, the franchises where you have the green chairs and they have all the products and everything like that. And then I've gone to meetings in like church buildings. In fact, the previous town I lived in, that franchise was in a church building. You didn't have all the products. You had some of them. And then you met, like in a church basement or whatever. So there's just different things. So I think it depends on your franchise and your area and what's going on with COVID in your area. And if people want to maintain the costs of having a physical space and paying the leaders, or whatever they're called now, I can't remember. D Blank says, our WW closed their store, but now is holding meetings in the local Best Western. Interesting, much more cost effective to rent space there. Okay, very good. Hi, Dorian, my friend. I know I'm getting lots of feedback. You're in San Francisco, Jill, right? Yeah, for sure. Good to see you all. I'm gonna get going. I gotta go get myself together. Believe it or not, I've actually got to go do something with this hair that is now falling out of the clip that I had it in for you guys. Got to get ready. Got to run to the hospital, see a couple patients, gonna eat some breakfast, and I will check back with you guys. Hopefully, I'll get a vlog in for when I'm in Florida. I would love to do some vlogging and show you what my parents and I are doing, what we're eating, and all that good stuff. We'll see if I can manage that at this point in my life. Stay in orbit out there. Let me know what you're doing. I know I've got lots of friends doing different things. Love to hear what you're doing, what you're successful at. It always helps me. It motivates me. And then it gives me things to research because you know I like to do that as well. Again, forgive the appearance. And take care. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.